have anything prepared to ask you, Uriel. This has been a very Ben-heavy podcast. But I did want... So this will be including you, too.
Okay.
Have you guys heard of the Florida Man thing that you can do? Where you look up your birthday.
Oh, yeah.
And you also type in Florida Man. And you see what Florida people have been up to on
Yeah.
your birthday.
Because people get arrested all the time.
Exactly. Well, I thought the same thing about North Carolina. Because as you guys know, crime is rampant in
It's
North
a
Carolina.
colorful, lawless swamp.
It is, yes. Mm-hmm. You got Run Rudolphs running around out there.
That guy was not a criminal. He was a hero.
Oh, man. So I wanted to Google your guys' birthdays and North Carolina Man and see if we could find anything that happened on your birthdays.
Okay.
So let me...
Do you know my birthday?
Yes. October 21st. Yes.
Yeah.
I don't... Oh, no. Let me think. 2...
Nope.
19?
Nope.
I was going to say 2000. I you guys are the same age. 1999.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's just 4 months older than me.
But we're a millennium apart.
Yeah.
Right.
But we are one heart.
Oh, it's Tolkien right there. Okay, so I guess we'll just do you first. Let's see, October. And I remember, for some reason, we all were discussing birthdays in Israel. And I remember I remember remembering yours
right?
because of Uriel's birthday, the 21st.
And Libby's is the 21st of April.
Right. Yes.
Wow.
But for some reason in my mind, I was like, oh, Ben's birthday is the 21st, just
Nice.
like...
And
No,
Joey,
no,
my
Libby's
brother.
the 24th.
No, she's not.
No,
she's
she's
April
not.
20th.
She's the 21st.
So Livy and I, we are half birthday buds because she's exactly 6 months from my birthday. So her birthday is my half birthday. My birthday is her half birthday. So yeah, we have mirrored. Livy, Emily does not know your birthday. Yours is December 2nd of 93.
Man, you're good.
You're March 27th?
Yeah. Wow.
I don't know what year, but
That makes
I
me
know March
mad.
27th.
Now I'm gonna believe you because you're nailing everyone's birthday.
It's April 21st.
When's Max's birthday?
I will bet December 2nd.
Nice.
Of
Trick
21.
Wow, I thought it was the
Right.
24th.
question.
I almost want to
Max's?
call her.
I'll give you.
No, literally, yes.
I will give you $50 if it's not April 21st.
Really?
Yeah.
Should we call her
Yeah.
right now?
Let's call her on the podcast.
I know hopefully she's not putting the kids to bed.
If you're wrong, I want my touch-up haircut next week, and I'm not going to pay for it.
You didn't pay for your last haircut.
Yeah, that's
That
true.
was the Welcome to Washington.
What
bonus.
am I? That's true. That's actually what I was thinking.
Oh, no. Your birthday is October 21st, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, I know that you're right, but I still in my mind want you to be wrong. What am I going to give you if you're right?
A touch-up haircut.
Touch-up haircut.
Yeah.
Well, I was going to give you that anyway.
You could promise to come visit us
Yeah.
in the next year.
Within the next 2 years. You have 2 years to come visit us if you're wrong.
So
Call her.
it's $25
I'll have to talk to
versus
my
about
financial
over $1,000.
agent.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Call her. Let's
Okay.
Is it 90? Was she born 97? Right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mhm.
April 21st, 97.
we're the same age.
So we're 2.5 years apart exactly.
Hopefully I'll pick her up.
She's probably like...
Dun 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 dun. I know. Well, she sent me a text earlier and I never answered. So
Way to go.
now she's probably like, "Why is she calling me?"
I guess
Libby, this is your moment. Your moment to shine.
4, 2,
Oh,
5.
oh,
Leave her
oh.
a voicemail.
Oh, 425, so it's April 25th. Did you hear that?
Or it's
Oh,
four.
yeah, there we go.
Or it's 4, 2, 5, and you flip the 2 and the 4. 24th.
But 524, that would be May.
You know what? No. Anyway. I was just thinking about the first 2 numbers. Okay, well,
Call your
Anyways.
mom.
Anyways.
Mom might know.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Phone a friend.
no, I'm sure it's the 21st.
Okay. So you're coming to visit.
Yes.
Yep. No, we really should, actually.
Man,
You should.
we need to.
Yeah.
You'd be a lot cooler if you did.
Yeah. Especially because it's not that far away from Florida, which is where Hannah lives. I don't really want to go
It's
visit
only
Hannah.
like an 8-hour drive, depending on where. If you go to South
Okay.
Florida, it's like.
Do you know where
14.
Titus?
Titusville?
Florida? Titusville.
By midway.
Okay.
It's probably about 10 hours. Anyway, did you find my birthday on there yet?
Yeah.
Yeah, Annie's is September 25th, 95. Belle is August 18th. Nate is September 3rd.
Wow.
I don't know Tim's. I've known him longer than anybody else in the entire Clements family. I know it's in August. I don't know the date, though. I feel bad. Who am I forgetting? Connor is July 15th. Does that sound right?
Oh man,
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Christian is January 12th. Or 9th. 9th. I know it's January. Amanda is July 5th. Esther's October 1st. Is there any other sisters? Did I forget anybody?
I don't think so.
You're February 21st.
Yeah.
Well, there was let's see. So October 21st, 1999, Trooper William B. Davis.
Hey, that's my middle name.
William?
And William B. I'm Benjamin William.
Oh,
wow! That's weird.
And Davis Mathis kind of sounds similar.
I have a cousin, David Mathis.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Wow.
Anyways.
So he's basically a relative. Yeah. He was killed.
Oh. May he rest in peace.
Yeah.
Sorry to break the news.
He's dead.
Gosh. He was killed?
He was killed as a result of a traffic accident that occurred while responding to assist another trooper.
Wow.
So he died in the line of duty.
So
He died a
William
noble
B
death.
went out and B. William came in.
That's right.
Same day.
Let's see.
But I think it was
Yeah, just barely.
During the time the North Carolina State Highway Patrol has been in existence, the element of danger has always been great. Okay, well, that doesn't have much to do with this incident, but...
Nope.
Well, yeah, so there you have it. That's something that happened in North
I do
Carolina
know
on your birthday.
Uriel's parents' birthday is better than Uriel's.
That's true.
Yeah.
All right, let me see.
They're
Man,
both
I'm
the
feeling
same
really
month.
congested.
Same.
May 5th.
Nope. Pops is the 6th.
Oh.
You know your mom's birthday?
29th.
Hey, you got that.
I think I have always been so hesitant about if it was the 5th or the 6th with my dad. And I think I always guessed the 5th. Man, it's the worst.
I
Yeah, but
now
was
nieces
29th.
and nephews, like I know Max's is December 2nd. And I know like Puggy's July 2nd. Yeah.
Yeah.
Chloe's February 4th and Alaska's January 4th. Mason's like November 27th. Carter's March 26th. Is the day before or after yours?
Carter's?
Yeah.
After, actually.
After, so the 28th.
Yeah,
No,
because I was
Carter's-
hoping he was going to be born on my birthday.
Yeah.
Curtis and Mason are both on the 30th.
Oh.
Really?
Mm-hmm. They're both on the same day of the month. That's how I remember Carter's. It's either the 30th or the 31st.
I've got the months pretty much all of them
I
down.
think it's
And
the
I've got
30th.
most of the days, but it gets pretty fuzzy.
Yeah.
Like I
Plus
don't,
you have 2 or 3 others now to remember.
yeah, Darcy is December. She's the newest on my side. I don't even know. It's December something before Christmas. My nephew Ripken and Audrey have the same birthday, just 2 year apart. And Memphis is August 8th. I think. Yeah.
Does anyone know someone who was born on a leap year?
I don't know anybody.
I was about to say my cousin Casey, but he was born April Fool's Day.
Wow.
So, no. 2 totally different things. But yeah, what'd you guys do to celebrate leap year this year?
We were.
Worked.
Oh, you guys sound like an old married couple.
One extra day and I'm
Earned
Wait.
some money.
When did I get? Phil was. We saw Phil, didn't we? We hung out with somebody. Was it Phil?
Maybe. Did we spend the night down in Winston?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, so what are some of the next questions? Because we're at an hour and 10 minutes.
Well, I'm trying to
I mean, there's
find.
a lot of pauses.
I'm trying to find
Okay.
something that someone in North Carolina did on February 21st.
2000.
It
Uh-huh.
was President's Day. I'm I'm pretty sure I was born on President's Day.
Hmm.
Well, men's basketball.
Who won?
University of Missouri St. Louis. What? That's not even North Carolina. Well, someone took an open shot in a game.
Good for them.
Don't know if they made it or not.
What an eventful day. It's because nothing else happened that day because you were the most important.
That's
You
right.
took
Oh.
all the importance.
Mm-hmm. Southweed.
Who's the most iconic person to ever come out of North Carolina? In your opinion?
Ooh, probably Dale Earnhardt or Michael Jordan or Randy Travis. Say, yeah. You got top NASCAR driver, best driver ever. He's, the spirit of Dale is in all of us.
He died.
Yeah, he died in a car wreck in 2003. He was the most famous best driver ever.
Apparently not.
He's- yeah.
No,
And then Michael Jordan's like best basketball player, I guess. I don't know. And then Randy Travis is one of the most famous country singers of all time. So I said those three. I feel like I'm forgetting a lot of people, but those are the three that come to mind. Cherry Berry.
Cherry Berry.
Her name was Cherry Berry. It might have been Sherry. It's spelled CH. It's either Sherry or Cherry Berry. She was our elevator inspector. Every single elevator had her picture in it for like 50 years, and she just retired. But everybody in North Carolina knows who she is
Wow.
because and she has a cool name. Cherry Berry.
Yeah.
And she was our elevator inspector.
Wow, that's super
Put her
cool.
little picture in everything.
Yeah.
So now, like, I take the stairs everywhere there. Because I'm not getting an elevator that doesn't have a picture in it.
Yeah.
I'm not getting it's some weird looking dude now, just some vanilla guy.
Yeah,
No.
you're like, no, you need Cherry Berry.
50 floors? Yeah, I'm taking the stairs.
That's why you're so in shape.
Yeah.
Running up and down to
50
do the
floors.
Texas one.
I just don't go downtown where I need an elevator, but if I do,
If you do, you're
Taking
definitely taking the
stairs.
stairs. Mhm. Yeah.
it's Miss Old Cherry.
Cherry Berry sounds like a country singer. Well, I'm up here
Their
with
new
Dolly
occupation.
Parton. My name's Cherry Berry. Okay, so I found Florida man on February 21st. I went to Florida because I couldn't find anything
Yeah.
in North Carolina.
That's fine.
A former toilet mechanic in Florida.
A toilet mechanic, not a plumber?
AKA
That
a
is
plunger expert. He threw a toilet from his school window.
Wow. What?
The man faced a serious crime for this behavior.
Nice.
Yep, there you go. The police were summoned to the scene. According to the police statement, a man threw the toilet he carried into the building from the windshield. What? Well,
So
Dan
confused.
Toll. I don't.
It must be
You know,
cool
I
to be a
didn't-
cop.
I didn't
Florida,
write this.
Just deal with all the crazy stuff that happens there.
Dan Tolliver, 36, who threw the toilet out of the window, was found by police on the corner of 11th Street and Cleveland Avenue. What do you think? Do you think they meant 11th Street and they wrote 11th? Or do you think there's a street called
We
11th?
should go find it.
Google
We should,
Maps,
Where is it?
11th Street.
I meant we should drive down there.
Oh.
Oh,
Find
yeah! They might have a little toilet statue in honor of this incident. According to the statement of the police, it was learned that Tolliver owned a second toilet. In case...
I mean, I usually own two at a time.
Because you never know, you might need another one because he threw the first one out the window. So yeah, that's what he was up to on your birthday,
Yeah.
just so you know. Oh, that's funny. Okay. I was going to ask you about pronunciations, but I could only think of 4 words to see how you say them. So are you good at spelling?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so if I spell
Ask
it,
Uriel.
Uriel's bad.
Yeah.
I'm assuming she's still bad.
Yes, I am.
I'm her,
Yeah.
not thesaurus.
Uh,
I'm her spelling book.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Spelling book.
Whatever you
That's
call
Ezra
that.
for me. I
Okay.
cannot spell.
That's must,
I'm really bad.
I'm not blaming your mom, but it must be a
It's not good.
It's not her fault.
No,
but,
it's not. She's a very educated woman.
Yeah.
It skipped a generation.
yeah,
I
I
think.
missed some of us.
Yeah. Annie got all the brains for the family.
Yeah.
All right. So how do you say Pecan?
Pecan.
Pecan.
But If
I didn't even finish. You knew
know,
what I was.
knew exactly. When I heard PE, I was like, oh no, that is. It's pecan if you're just talking about the thing itself.
Okay.
But if it isn't a pie, it is pecan pie.
It's pecan pie. It's not pecan
It's
pie.
pecan pie. But anything else is pecan. That is the way it goes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you're from like New Zealand or somewhere, they say pecan.
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 Picking
Oh,
pie.
Like peeking around the door.
Yeah.
Peeking.
Pecan.
Or
Wait,
peeking through the window. Yeah. But no, pecan, if you're just eating them, pie, pecan pie.
Pecan. Okay. Is it? Can you think of any other words that are like that, where you change it?
I can't think of
Personally
any, but I
specific.
know for a fact there's at least 4.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe 5.
And
There's
pecan's
a
one of them.
there. Yep. There's some words that like, yeah.
In
it's-
certain
it
circumstances,
depends
kind
on-
of like you call it the Caribbean, but when you're talking about the movie, it's Pirates of the
Exactly.
Caribbean.
Exactly. There
It's,
you go.
no one
Yeah,
says
I-
Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah.
Does anyone say that?
No. And nobody
Maybe
says the
somebody.
Caribbean Sea. But
Yeah.
it's Pirates of the Caribbean. Exactly.
Yeah,
That's
okay.
one of them. But also like another one is like for a like people say route or route. I don't know what I say. I say both interchangeably.
Mm, yeah.
Like Route 66, Route 66.
Yeah.
We're now en route.
Yeah. I say en route, sure. But if I'm talking about, like, you take this route,
Right.
Right.
so I'd say both.
hmm If you're digging in the garden, you're digging at roots.
Yeah.
But then,
And then you're
if
in a
you're
root.
trying to train something to grow up a trellis, you're trying to route it. Just trying to
But
give.
some people say root. So,
Okay.
anyway.
Trying to give my own examples. Okay, what about PAJAMA?
Pajamas. Not
Pajamas.
pajamas.
Pajamas. Do you say
It's pajamas.
Do you say pajamas now?
No, I say
You
pajamas.
say
It
pajamas.
bothers me.
So when you're with Ben and he says something different, do you just like hold fast to what you know is right? Do you ever want to just start talking like
Oh,
everyone around you?
Yeah, sometimes I say the most country stuff.
She
It
does.
just like comes out. I'm such a sponge. I can't help it. Like I'll just.
SpongeBob SquarePants over here.
SpongeBob
Are you Patrick?
The oath is Patrick.
But it'll get mixed up in my brain, and so I'll just say words weird, like weirder than everybody else would ever say.
Yes,
So you
but
start
that's-
saying
she was like-
pajamas.
She was like, well, Belle. She's talking about Belle. She was like, Belle.
My sister.
She called her Belle.
Like a bale of hay.
Yeah, or the Belle and, anyway.
Even worse.
Yes.
What really bothers me
That is
is
so funny.
his name is Ben. Everybody calls him Ben.
It's Ben.
Hey Ben. And
Right,
I'm like,
and you're
it's
like,
not Ben, it's Ben.
Yeah.
He calls himself
Mhm.
Ben. We went out to
Ben.
get
Where
some
you
pizza
been,
once,
Ben?
and they're like, your name? And he said Ben, and they wrote Finn on the box.
And then we went out another time, and they wrote Bill. And another time, I got Dan. And another time, what? I got one the other day. I said, my name is Ben. What did they say? It was something complete, like it was 3-syllable word. And I'm like,
Yeah.
how did you get that from Ben? It's just Ben. It's not that hard.
That is funny. Yeah, I've heard about that. Ezra gets a lot of grief about his name sometimes.
Some
But there's
guy wrote
nothing
my
else.
name out as Arza. Arza.
Arza.
I was like, it was Ezra.
Like, how do you mess that up?
Well, Emily used to call herself Emily.
I did. Yeah. It used to be
Emily.
Emily.
Yeah, it's
My name
Emily.
is
Just
Emily.
like,
What do you
just
say?
like Ben.
Emily.
Emily.
Yeah,
Emily.
Emily.
I feel like I've like stretched to say that.
To say
Like,
Emily.
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 I say
Yeah,
Emily.
Emily.
Ben. Emily. Pen.
According to Ben, I cannot say Lauren correctly. It's
Or
Laura.
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 I have an Aunt Laura. She's like Laura.
Yeah, Laura.
Laura is Laura.
Laura.
L-
I said
Laura.
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 But I can't say Laura. That's not right
That
either.
U doesn't make any difference. It's basically spelled Lara with a long A. Laura.
Laura.
Not Lara. Laura.
Laura.
Long A.
Yeah.
Laura.
Did you guys listen to that Shay Mooney podcast I sent you?
No.
Where I was like, this guy
I'm
talks
sorry,
just
we
like
didn't
Ben.
do our homework.
No, it's okay.
Okay.
This is just reminding me. It has. You guys don't need to listen to it, but I feel like you talk just like him. So when I heard him talking, I was like, that just reminds me of Ben so much. I just thought of you the entire time.
I know.
Well, he
I
was
imposter
saying
out
that
there.
when he goes out and like gets pizza or coffee or whatever, he always just says his name is like Jack, because it's really easy and people don't get that wrong. Because he says Shay and they don't know what his name is, because nobody's named Shay. And so he gets all sorts of stuff.
It's a Dan's counterpart, but yeah.
I remember a question I wanted to ask Ben. So what are some misconceptions that people have about people in the South?
But people in the South.
Yeah.
People assume that we are ignorant because of the way we talk. That is
Because the way we talk.
far from inferior. I have better grammar, I would say probably 99%. Like, I can diagram you a sentence, like, I can find subject. It's been a while since I've done it, so it might be a little rusty now, but there was a time when I could give you every piece of a sentence drawn out on the little house barn thing. Subject, indirect, object, everything about it. I knew everything about punctuation you could imagine, and I knew the proper use of words, but I just don't talk like that. But if I'm writing, like if I'm texting people, I use commas, apostrophes, everything when I'm texting, but it's just not how I talk.
Right.
But people assume we're ignorant because of the way we talk. But like, some of the greatest inventions ever have come out of the South. And like, nobody is like, oh, I love the North for its culture. Nobody in history nobody has ever been like, oh, I love Minnesota for the culture because it's Minnesota. We say Minnesota. Yeah. So like, nobody cares about Northern culture. Or like, you know, there are great country artists that come out of the North and all over. Country is everywhere. But the culture itself, like, nobody cares about it. The food, nobody cares about it. People just assume that we're dumb and we're ignorant. But like, and everybody assumes that we're racist. But like, the South is the most mixed area all over. And it's just not true. Like, you get along better with anybody than anywhere else. Like, you gotta go to New York or anywhere, people are rude. New Jersey, ooh, that's like the word. That's the rudest state in the whole country is New Jersey.
Really?
Yeah.
Where's Philadelphia?
Pennsylvania.
Okay. I've heard
And
that
it's the
city's
ci-
pretty bad.
It's the city of brotherly love. That's what Philadelphia means.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Philly is love. Delphia, somewhere in there is
Okay.
brotherly love.
Yeah.
But city brotherly love. But yeah, they're pretty rude there.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's probably one of the most common misconceptions is the ignorant
And
or-
racist.
and racist.
Yeah.
What we are
I
like,
grew up like that.
we're
thinking
the
that.
most we're the most welcoming and have some of the most educated people. It's like there's a lot of things that have happened, so
Mhm.
innovations and all sorts of stuff.
Yeah.
But we just talk the way we talk because
Do you think that'll ever go away?
I don't know. It's evaporating now because so many people from all over are moving there.
I got
And,
another
like,
question.
What?
No, I got another question.
Okay.
You're done.
Like, it's kind of drying up now because we've got so many people coming from Washington, California. I didn't help the problem.
I'm so
I
sorry.
know.
Washington glares at Uriel.
California, New York, Ohio,
so
and all
funny.
those places. Like, there's such an influx of people coming to the South that talk about how ignorant the South is, yet they move there because it's pretty great. So, like, especially like this youngest generation, I feel like a lot of it is going away. Like, the old timers are still, those people are always going to be Southern until they're gone. But like, my generation, it's, I don't know, like it's already drying up now. Which other question?
Oh, my other question was, where did the Southern drawl come from? Did it come from like another country,
I've heard
or
that it is just an enunciated British accent because when the U.S. first started, everybody had British accents because we came from England, and you can place certain words like side by side of like what a Southern person says versus English, and they do actually have a pretty similar thing, but everybody had it. But then words kind of got drawn out, especially after we draw
drawn
out.
out. Yeah.
Especially after, I think it was after the Revolutionary War, because we didn't want to associate with England. So things started changing then, and colloquially, like, because there's not just a Southern accent. There's like 100 different Southern dialects that you can speak. But it's just, as things changed, wanting to disassociate with England, and then the whole North-South thing, disassociation, it's just changing, and it's just how things happen. I mean, that happens all over though. It's not just like North versus South. Like even in England, there's like 50 different dialects there, like a Cockney accent versus, I used to know different accent, but there's a lot of different ones there. And I think people in England get super offended when you just assume every English accent's the same. Same in the South. Like, people from Louisiana, they talk really, really weird. It's kind of scary because there's a big French settlement there. So there's Cajuns and Creole people there, which they have like Southern accent but with French added into it, and it's weird. It sounds they talk over there on the Baudo, like that's how they talk.
You just say what you just said?
No.
Yeah, so like that's
Over there or something.
On the
Yeah.
bayou.
yeah, it's
Oh,
like
okay.
they. Yeah, it's like there's Cajun.
You're like,
Then
what?
there's like Appalachian, which is like where that's kind of like my
Appalachian.
Appalachian.
Oh, no.
That is the only pronunciation.
Is it?
Anything else is incorrect.
Okay.
Straight facts. But no,
You
like,
heard it here
we're
first.
more Appalachian. It's just got a more mountainy thing, and like even North Carolina's divided in like 3 or 4 different dialects. Like we go down to Dunn, which is like 3 hours away east of us, and east they talk completely differently. They say water. I say water. They say water.
Water.
Yeah, water. And
Some water.
like we say Dr. Pepper. They say Daughter Pepper.
Daughter
Daughter
Pepper.
Pepper. There's certain words that they say that it sounds different between not even state lines, just
Yeah.
between like rivers. Like you go across that river and it's different.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That is.
Speaking of water, how do you say Whataburger? Whataburger.
What a booger.
Whataburger.
How do you say Whataburger?
Whataburger. And
I feel like I heard someone. Wait, how do you spell it? Because someone said.
WHAT what dash a dash burger.
Okay.
What a burger.
That's what I thought. I
You
heard
just
someone
say
the
it
other day
quickly.
say, how do those people say water? They say
Water?
water.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard someone say Whataburger. It just
Yeah.
sounded weird to me.
I think it's just
I
because
was like,
nobody's
what?
gonna say what a burger. It's just Whataburger. You just
Whataburger.
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 Yeah.
So it's
Okay.
just probably the speed. It just
Maybe.
sounds like Whataburger.
Sounds weird.
So, do we sound plain to you, or do we sound like we have like a Western?
Yeah,
accent?
y'all. People in Washington typically, for the most part, just sound flat. Like there's just nothing there.
Yeah.
It's just like certain people. There's some people I've heard talk here that are really weird.
Hey, you married her anyway.
I did. And I'm working on her. She's getting there. But like people say, like I've heard a lot of people in Washington.
We did say bales.
They,
Bales and bales and bales.
a lot of people in Washington they say bag and flag instead of bag and flag. They have a long A. I've heard
Weird.
probably like 20 different people around here. Like, would you like this in a bag? Would you like to purchase bags today? Which also, we get shopping bags for free at home. We don't have to pay for them.
Don't start.
Let's not even go there.
It's not bad.
And we still have self-checkouts open, unlike Walmart
They
here in
closed the
Washington.
Walmart self-checkout because...
Check out.
See, stop, okay?
Check out.
They
Uriel,
closed the
Uriel.
Walmart self-checkout because people were stealing too much stuff. They were losing money.
I was wondering, last couple times I've been to Walmart, it's been closed.
Yep.
I thought maybe I was just there too early in the morning.
So, we went there twice today
But-
to get stuff for people, and we went early this morning, and I was like, oh, it must just be too early, and then we went this afternoon, and I was like, I actually asked the lady, and I was like, what is up with this? So,
That's
she
true.
told me. Yeah.
What we talking about?
Do we have accents?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was trying to like
We're just
flat.
flat.
Like people from the Midwest, specifically like northern Midwest, like Minnesota, Wisconsin, North Dakota, they have a terrible accent. Like it's just like nails them. Tim isn't too bad, but he does say some words that are like, oh, don't say that.
He cringe
yeah,
inside.
people
You're like,
from-
Tim?
The people from Wyoming and Montana have their own accent. I can't do one, but I've got several friends there that talk very specific. It's just a specific way they talk, and like if I hear it, I could pick up. I'm like, oh yeah, they're from out there. Just the way
Yeah.
they say words, and then people in the Northeast, what's considered the North, like New York, Philadelphia, and all that, they have their accents. Their Yankee accents that are really annoying, and Boston is the worst accent. From Boston, we drink coffee. Can't stand it.
Where it's like Italian heritage coming through, or what?
Boston's got their own waffle accent. It's waffle.
Man, you're pretty good.
Yeah. New York, it's a little bit different. Yeah, the Italian New York thing.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty obnoxious too, but it's whatever.
Yeah.
Um,
So basically, Southerners are the best.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean.
Did you notice anything in Texas when you lived there?
Yeah, there's people who had accents.
The girl,
People that
Texas
did.
has a very good draw. It's
Yeah.
it's different than where we talk about from.
But it's hit or miss. Like where I lived, it was kind of like the city area, and I lived
Yeah.
close to a base, so there's people from all
Oh,
over the
yeah.
country.
Military
so,
base?
Yeah, military base.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
All the West Coast is just kind of bland. Not
Yeah.
really much. Although people in Oregon talk kind of funny sometimes.
Especially
California
if their last
just,
name
like-
is Cherry.
Wow. The people in California
Love you
are
guys.
just like the surfer bro. What's up, dude?
Yeah,
That's
dude.
just California when I think
Just so rad.
of. Or they talk really gay, like so.
that's a whole
Yeah,
nother
that's the
accent.
whole- That's just
Would
the
you like
gay
to-
accent, and that's everywhere.
Now when you
The
add
gay
Southern plus
accent.
the gay accent, it's like, oh my.
Yes.
You know what's funny is to hear Luke Harris do that. Has he done
No.
his Starbucks barista
I've
accent
not.
for you?
I need to hear this.
You've got to hear it.
Okay.
He was dating Brenna when I heard it for the first time, and it made me cry from
I'm a
laughter. It was
barista
so
at
funny.
Starbucks.
Yes, his
Would you
Starbucks
like
barista.
some milk?
I wonder if he still does it. But yeah,
I'll
you
have
should
to
ask him.
Yeah, I'll have to ask him.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. Yep, good times. We'll have a couple other words. How do you say AUNT?
And
Ant. Okay, good.
yeah, it's
Aunt really bothers him.
I can't stand go with my aunt.
Uh-huh.
That's an ant.
Okay. Yeah.
What else?
Let's see. PEN.
Pen.
What is that?
Pen.
Pen?
No, pin is what
You
he's
write
saying.
Pen.
Like,
You're out with a P.
What about
PN is
what about
big.
PIN?
Pen.
Okay, what about WELL?
Well,
Okay, what
I'm
about
not like my nephew and my sister. They say whale,
uh-huh.
like WHALE. That's how they say it.
Oh.
Whale. I'm ready to go. That's how they talk. I'm not quite that.
Your brother and your sister.
My sister and nephew.
Oh,
Son.
and okay.
Yeah, they say whale.
Whale.
I'm just well.
Yeah.
I guess there's a little
So what about
Whale.
whale?
whale.
Do you say whale?
Yeah.
Okay.
I say whale.
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 Whale. Go get that.
Let's go
H in there.
harpoon. Whale.
Whale.
I'm trying to think of who, but I've heard people say well and well, and they
Say that
mean
again.
the same.
Oh yeah.
They mean different
I know
things.
some people that a whale is a well.
Is a well.
Yeah, and they
Yeah.
say whale for well.
Yeah, like we're gonna go well watching.
Yeah. Or like
Whale
you
watching.
need to get in the sun. You're looking pretty pale. Like instead of pale, but
they
PLL.
say-
That's how they pronounce it. They're
Say
looking pretty
pale.
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 Yeah, I know some other people that say it like that. I say pale.
You say pale.
Pale.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you do say whale, which is really good. Good job.
Well.
Proud of you.
Well.
Can you talk like you have no accent? Like can you sound like a
I feel like
Washingtonian?
I feel like
Have you ever tried that?
I feel like I already am a little bit now. I feel like every time I come here, for some people it
Bad
does.
influence.
If we're
It's
here and he
kinda-
calls his dad on the phone,
It
his southern
changes.
accent comes out a lot more.
Mm.
If I get mad, it also comes out a lot more.
Yeah.
Good
Go
enough.
back to your old ways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be me. I would just start talking like whoever I'm with.
I've worked with a lot of Ukrainians. I'll slip up and start talking like them just from being around.
Yeah.
Alistair Begg, one of my favorite preachers, he's from Scotland. If I listen to him all day, I will start talking with a Scottish accent.
Really?
And like
That's
I literally,
awesome.
I swear, like I did this when I worked at Cornerstone. I listened to him a lot for like the entire day. I just turned his sermons on and play.
Uh-huh.
Like I come home and I could hear like bagpipes ringing in my ears. Just the amount of
That's
Scottish in
awesome.
there. I could hear like Amazing Grace being played of a bagpipe.
And that was mixed in with you constantly counting in your head.
Yes. So
The Alistair bagpipes.
Bagpipes, you're counting. Then you start doing your rhythms with your fingers.
Yep.
Perfect. Wow.
And thinking about Tolkien.
And thinking about
Yeah.
Not to like bring Tolkien back to this, but I'm almost always thinking about Tolkien. At any given point, it's on the burner in my mind.
Have you heard of
Literally,
people talking about the Roman Empire?
I saw that trend.
that literally is me. It is
What is
literally
that?
on my mind. Like, and that's only
Like
been
people
like
talk about the Roman Empire.
Yeah,
that think
so-
about it all the time.
So it's this
Oh.
thing that a lot of guys just think about the Roman Empire all the time. They just never really talk about it. And so now, like, if there's something like for Bennett's Tolkien that it's always on his mind and everything kind of reminds him of
It's-
and relates to
It's
it.
been like that for about 2 years now. Like the Tolkien switch, somebody turned it on, and it has not turned off. And I'm literally at all times thinking about something related to Tolkien, whether it's First Stage, whether I'm thinking about Frodo and Sam, whether I'm thinking about Ray Pippin. always think about Tolkien all the time.
Something.
And I don't
Wow.
like go out of my way to think about it. It's just there.
Mhm.
Like I literally, it's just there.
Yeah,
I'm thinking about it.
that's crazy. That's like me and food.
Yeah, I'm like that with food too, though.
Just constantly thinking about food at any given time.
Finish eating. This sounds good.
Let's see, what can we eat next?
What are we gonna make for the next meal?
Yeah.
exactly.
We do think, but by the time we're doing dishes, we're like, so what's for supper?
Yeah.
And they're like, what are we eating for breakfast tomorrow?
Yeah, do you say supper now?
Yeah, supper.
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 Not
I kind of like
usually.
that.
Dinner is what you eat after church on Sunday, like at 12 o'clock or whenever you get out.
Okay.
That's dinner, Sunday dinner. Supper is that thing you have after lunch at the end of every day.
Gotcha. Well, I kind of like the sound of supper. Kind of sounds nice.
It's typically where that came from. Supper derived from poor families' dinners, like the fancier word.
Okay, we're
but,
going
like,
back to dinner.
Poor
So, last question about the Tolkien stuff.
Oh.
What are all like the 5? Are there 5 or 6 like eating stages for hobbits? Isn't there like
6 or 7.
Oh, there's
depending
6 or 7.
Yeah,
Oh,
they
what are
yeah,
they all
usually
called?
say-
second breakfast.
So it's breakfast, second breakfast, elevensies, luncheon, afternoon tea, dinner, and supper.
Wow.
For Ben's
In order.
birthday this year, I for the food for his party, I had 1 or 2 dishes for each of the Hobbit meals.
So it was 7 meals,
Yeah.
all
Wow.
labeled separately.
That's
with-
right. You sent us a video.
Mhm.
Or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We are now your Tolkien disciples.
Yes, we are. Check in on us weekly, please.
Yes, exactly. That's cool.
I like the idea of 11Zs.
11 Afternoon tea is also great.
Mm.
A lot of times I'm at work, so I don't do it.
I
But
was gonna say you don't
If
get
I'm at
lunch.
home-
Yeah. Ben's like, I don't eat all day, but the thought of it. Maybe that's why you're thinking about Tolkien so much.
Yeah.
if I'm at home,
We're super
and, like,
professional.
if I'm working from home, like just working on books and stuff, I always have a cup of tea, especially if it's afternoon. I always have afternoon tea.
Yeah.
I love a scone with afternoon tea. That's not very southern. That's straight up England right there.
Yeah, that is.
But the thing is, as much
Go
as I
back to your
love the
roots.
South, I am a son of the South. But I do love a lot of English things, and it's probably all because of Tolkien. But I love British stuff.
Yeah,
But again, that's why I'm Tolkien.
Yeah.
That's why.
probably.
It just reminds me of
Mhm.
that.
Yeah.
There's a lot of British things I like, and some Frenchy things. As much as I hate France, I love crepes. I hate everything about France and French language. And in 1066, that's when English went just to garbage. That's when William the Conqueror, Normandy, took over England, and that's why we have all the terrible things that have happened to the English language. That's why I got French in it. Before that, it was all Germanic language. Before 1066, it was great. And as Tolkien put it, because Tolkien also hated France. I've hated France since before I was a Tolkien fan.
Sure.
But as Tolkien put it, he ruined the right English goodliness of speechcraft. That's what happened in 1066, and we got French introduced, and it's just been ruined ever since.
So now we have a mesh of
Germanic-
French and English.
Yeah, that's
Oh.
why we have so many. That's why English is such a hard language, and like nothing makes sense in English because it's all.
Discombobulated.
That's why there's so many random letters that are not important. Like CE should still be a hard C. Like, what's the point? Or like a GI or GE, and it makes a J sound. It should just stay good. Like, there's no reason. It like, that's what we have a J for. That's what we have. Or like PH. Like, why does that matter? We got F.
Right. True.
Like, it's the right English goodliness of speechcraft.
Mm-hmm.
None of those words come from a Latin root. All of those words in that come from a Germanic root. Because we have a lot of Latin and Germanic stuff in English now. But
Gotcha.
that's like, yeah, it's like Germanic stuff is, it's more Anglo-Saxon,
Right.
not Frenchified.
Right. So you want to go back to England before
Pre-1066.
Gotcha.
That is another date. That's a random number that for the last, I probably learned about William of Normandy in like 3rd or 4th grade.
Uh-huh.
The number 1066 comes to mind very regularly. Like, at least once a week, I think about 1066 and William the Conqueror.
Uh-huh.
Storming England and ruining everything.
Ruining your entire life.
Yeah, exactly.
1066 is a very etched into my brain number.
Yeah.
It's really random. I don't know how we got on that.
Wow, that's good. I love. So, are you someone who join in if you feel this way too? But do you think of words and colors together? Because you seem like you
Like-
really dwell on a lot of random
Like,
things. Like you think about the number 1066 at least once a week.
and that's pretty green.
Like if
to
someone
me.
was to say
that's pretty green.
it's pretty
it smells
green.
green.
Okay.
1066.
Like if someone was like Thursday.
Thursday, I feel like it's pretty blue.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna go
I
with
don't. I
purple.
haven't. I don't normally think of. Well, purple is blue, but I don't normally think of words having color. But now that you say that, you say Thursday, I think of like it's cool.
Yes.
Thursday.
Right, it's
I was
not
born on a
orange.
Thursday, and I've always loved Thursdays
Yeah.
my entire life. Thursday's always been my favorite day.
Yeah. What about Monday?
I hate Monday. Man, Monday
What color?
sucks.
What color?
Probably brown.
Sure.
Wow.
And it's dry. It's not wet. Like Thursday, blue or purple is acceptable, and
You know
it's
you're
more
getting
wet.
into the weekend, and it's great when you know that you're about to get in the weekend. Like I hate Saturdays because in my mind Saturday just means like the weekend's almost over. I love Thursday because it means we're getting ready for Friday, and Friday is great because we're getting ready for Saturday. By the time we get Saturday, I'm like, this sucks because it's already almost over.
That's really sad. You're supposed to enjoy your
That's-
weekend. Sunday, you're just sobbing all day. Monday's coming.
I'm sobbing every day, but yeah. But a Thursday has always been best day
So
of the week.
funny. Do you think of colors, Ezra?
No.
No.
He's colorblind. He
Colorblind.
doesn't see race. He
I am
doesn't see.
colorblind.
Well, he married me, so.
No, but I do. I think I do. Look, talking about colors, I think I do act differently to different, like black people. I act differently towards black. Do you do the same? Do you act the same way? Like I know around black people I act different. Around Mexicans,
Just
I do
because-
act different.
You feel like they're more accepting, or?
Well, I mean, think about it. Like you walk up to someone who's your color, you feel a little more like,
Oh, I see.
like I got something with you.
I guess I just feel like I just don't want to be like offensive. I don't know. Like I don't know. I say this at least 3 times a week. Like white people are the worst. I hate white people. I say it all the time, and it's true. Because white people are just they're the worst. But I don't know. I don't know if I necessarily feel different around them
Okay.
or brown people or yellow. I don't know.
Yellow.
Yellow, he glares at us. No, I'm just kidding.
No, that's like Nate Carter.
Poor Nate.
Yeah, I still love white people. Just so you guys all know.
Yeah.
I hate white people. I love
Ben-
you.
Married to a white woman.
I love you guys.
Yeah, thank you.
So we don't have video on this podcast. Uriel and I are white, and Ben and Ezra hate white people.
I'm browner than both of you two for sure.
Yeah, why?
Look at
Why
that.
is that?
Because I work out in the sun, and we
Aw.
have sun in North Carolina.
You
I'm
know
a little
what?
bit browner than you.
We never get sun. This is
Who
our first
cares?
day of sun. And
I mean,
We're
look,
close
that's really
right
not
now.
that far.
It's not.
That's true. It's
There was
impressive.
one summer where I was darker than Alex.
Yeah,
Yes.
You remember that? It's like, bro, come on.
Wearing long sleeve and long
know.
pants.
That
I
was
think
pretty
he's out
funny.
of that. He's out of the hoodie.
He
Nice.
seems like he is.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's
Yeah.
made progress. Good job, Alex.
Yay.
Wearing
Oh,
t-shirts.
man, that guy's like he's bulking up. He's
Yeah.
getting
Yeah, he is.
very.
Big boy.
He's grown a lot.
We were talking about
Big boy.
colors.
Yes, colors, and we ended up with Alex. Okay, so those of you who don't know, Alex is basically like our little brother, and he's black. Well, and Max loves Alex. Like, Alex is really sweet with the kids. Max loves him. We're at the store, and this black guy walks by and smiles at Max. Max
Oh,
looks at me,
yeah.
and he goes, "Another Alex." And I was like, "Yep, pretty much." I mean, I don't know what to tell you, buddy. So I just like whizzed by as fast as I could. It's like, oh man,
That's
it's pretty
funny.
funny. Yep.
Kids are great.
I don't know if we'll
Yeah.
keep that part in there. But yeah, kids are.
Cut that.
We'll get censored.
That was funny.
We'll put that one on Patreon.
Just a friendly reminder.
Yes.
For what, $4.99 a month you can join. You have to have different levels of Patreon too.
Yeah.
Different
Well,
rewards the more you spend a month.
that's right. We should get people up to like $50 a month.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be good. We got to start you guys with watching it in general for free on YouTube, but Spotify, yeah, coming soon.
Yeah, $1,000 a month. Let's do it.
Yeah, we gotta start cranking these out. Well, I should probably let you guys go.
What? I'm having a blast.
I know this
It's
is
fun.
really fun, but
This is a
I
lot
know
more fun than I
that.
thought it was going to be.
Well, do you guys want to come over again
Yeah.
this week?
Yeah.
I mean, you guys are
can.
here till
We got
Wednesday,
time.
right?
Yeah, if we're
Come
not
up
booked
with
up.
more questions.
I don't know,
Yeah.
but like, we should start our own podcast.
Yeah, sure.
You
guys
can do
should
it
start-
all on your own, honey.
You guys
No,
You should do a
start-
Tolkien
See, there's
Shirey Diary.
There's
Sherry
a
Diary.
couple.
I will edit
Do
for
it,
you.
bro. Like,
I guess
Ooh,
I
that's
could do
what
a.
you could do.
I should do a mix of like Southern and Tolkien and country music and good food because
You should. We're almost 2 hours in. We haven't even talked about country music.
People
Or
don't know
food.
about
food.
my fast food critique-ness.
Oh.
I've been to every major fast food chain in the country. That's regional, whatever. Like
Wow.
in Nebraska, you got Runza. It's only there. Been there.
Never
I've
heard
been
of that.
to Raising Cane's, PDQ, Zaxby's, Whataburger, In-N-Out, Cookout,
Bush's Chicken. Have you had them?
Bushes.
Bush's.
I don't think so.
Texas.
Oh,
Go there.
we're going there next week.
Go there.
Going
Bush's
there.
Chicken. There's
I've been to
one
Church's Chicken. I've been to Popeyes Chicken. I've been to Dick's Drive-In here in Seattle. That's a good
Church's
chain.
chicken.
Just all the chicken.
All chicken too.
Yeah.
Church's Chicken. You will find a lot. Take Max there. You'll find a lot of Alice's. It's
Okay,
that you must
a
go.
lot of
Let's get that out.
Max will be so happy.
Yeah. They're always in the most dangerous part of town. Church's Chicken. 100%. You never want to go to one for that fact. It's not safe. But
Gotcha.
yeah, I've been to all of them, so I'm a pretty good critic of fast food.
Wow. That's impressive.
I've had a lot of fast food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, next time we have you on, we'll have to do like our top 5. All of us will have to choose top 5 fast food.
Oh.
We should
Places.
rate them by like top 5 burgers specifically, not just
Yeah,
restaurant.
because
like
Emily loves burgers.
like you have to go.
Yeah.
I already know
Or
my
like
number one burger.
the-
I already know it.
Who?
Five Guys.
Oh yes.
That's
So-
my number one burger.
So on my birthday, and I want to say I was turning like 15,
Uh-huh.
Emily and I were babysitting for a friend, and then afterwards she decided to take me out to eat dinner for my birthday.
Oh no.
And there's this new restaurant called Five Guys, and she was like, let's go there. You know, we've never been here before. I was like, okay, cool. We walk in and we look at the menu, and she's like, do you guys have anything with chicken? And they're like, we're Five Guys burgers and fries, and he's like, we don't have anything with chicken. The guy was kind of rude to us, and Emily was like, okay, we're gonna leave.
Wow.
So we left, and she took me to Costco food court.
Wow, that's Emily.
Happy birthday!
My
Yeah,
favorite
chicken
spot.
Yeah. We got chicken here, let me tell you.
I mean, it is Uriel's favorite too, so that makes sense.
Is it?
Yeah, I don't think I was upset about it.
We go to Costco
Yeah.
all the time for just for food. We will navigate the giant parking lot that's
They have a
always
Costco
packed.
over there.
Yeah, it's pretty far away though. Where we used to live, we were like 5 minutes, but now we live like an hour away.
Their food's cheap and it's good.
It is.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
I think that Costco food court food is better than Sam's Club, and Ben will probably disagree with me.
Their
But-
pizza for sure is better.
Costco's pizza is better.
Costco pizza is better, but Sam's
Club,
Club,
they have different options.
they have jumbo pretzels for $1. You go to Auntie Anne's and get a pretzel, you're paying $6 to $8.
Yeah.
Not even counting your cheese sauce. 99 cents, you can get a cinnamon or salted pretzel. They're just as good.
Wow. It's impressive.
Again, I know a lot about some fast food and some
Yeah.
deli stuff.
So what are some of the chains, the popular chains over there that aren't over here?
Well,
like
there's
restaurants or stores?
Yeah, restaurants.
Restaurants.
Or
Uh,
stores.
I mean, you got Chick-fil-A here, but like out there, they're on like every corner. The Zaxby's is another one. It's similar. It's a little bit spicier. Got Bojangles. Bojangles is another chicken place. That's
Oh, I've heard of
really
both.
good.
Did you
it's
tell
from
me
North
about it?
Carolina.
Oh, okay. Maybe
It's-
you've mentioned
But
it.
it's all over. Tim talks about it all the time, and I don't
Okay.
think Tim believes it exists.
Yeah, Tim
but
doesn't believe that Bojangles exists.
He's like,
What?
oh, you go to Bojangles, and I'm like, yeah, I do.
It's just
I
a
love
weird
it.
word people say.
There's a country song called Mr. Bojangles from like the '60s. It's old, but
Is it talking about the fast food place or
No.
that's something else?
yeah, something else. There's Cookout. Cookout is the best ever. It is a Christian-owned
Okay.
from North Carolina,
Mm-hmm.
only in the South. It's in every southern state, and it literally does not go outside the Mason-Dixon line. It's literally like just the South.
Wow.
They just raised their prices, so it kind of sucks, but it's still reasonably affordable compared to fast food. But you can get a tray that has an entree, 2 sides, and a drink in it for like $6 now. So you can fill yourself up there pretty cheap. And they have burgers, hot dogs, quesadillas, barbecue. They've got all the good stuff. For sides, they have cheese bites that are to die for. They got onion rings. They've got corn dogs. They have like a million sides, and they have like 80 plus milkshakes that you can choose from.
Wow.
And they have the good ice, the little beady ice that crunches good. And they have Bible verses in all the cups.
Wow.
So
Super cool.
Cookout is the best. So
Nice. Yeah, I've never even heard of Cookout before.
I know you. I've talked about it all the time.
Really?
You just agree.
Oh, I
not
just
paying attention
didn't
to me.
pay attention. Yeah.
Because
My bad.
I talk about Cookout a lot, and it's so good.
So if you were like,
and
you
they're
could.
open till 3 a.m.
Oh wow.
Yeah. What are you gonna say?
So what's your like top place? It was probably Cookout.
Cookout.
If you could like go anywhere.
If I
it'd be
had
there.
one restaurant to choose from the rest of my life, it'd be Cookout.
Okay.
Do they have fried chicken?
Yeah, they got fried chicken. They got chicken nuggets.
They
got chicken
actually don't have
quesadillas.
fried chicken. They have grilled chicken.
They have chicken nuggets,
Oh.
and they have fried chicken sandwiches and grilled chicken sandwiches. They
What's
have like
what's the
everything.
difference? Fried chicken is
It's
batter.
crispy, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Deep
Grilled has
fried.
like the burn marks in it.
Oh, okay.
But they have Bible verses on the cups. I don't know if you heard
Oh.
that.
I heard
Yeah,
that right
okay.
as you're That's pretty cool.
But they have everything, and it's so good. And they're open till 3 a.m. So like you're out late, whatever, or like
If you
when I
had to
worked
choose
at
between Cookout and Taco Bell.
Cookout. Like
Now
when I
we
worked.
now
Wait,
we
is
really
Taco
need to
Bell
go.
up there for you?
He eats
Yeah,
Taco Bell like
Seriously?
3-4 days a week.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's so
I
good.
didn't realize it
I
was.
love Taco Bell.
Do you like the
I
Locos
thought Taco Bell was the
Locos
worst.
Doritos?
I
Yeah.
get the box they have there because it's the cheapest thing to get a bunch of food because I eat a lot. Y'all can't see me out there in podcast land, but I eat a lot.
You
So-
actually aren't that big.
But I'm also broke.
Don't worry.
So I get the cheapest amount for the most food.
You gotta get the Jack in the Box. I think it's 2 tacos for $1.
Is it?
Yeah, it's
Do you have
hardly
the
anything, but it's good.
Oh, but it's for a
It's cheap.
dollar.
Yeah, it's cheap.
Do you have
Yeah.
taco time? Is that what you're gonna ask? Taco John's?
The Taco Bell app.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so you get points.
Yep, we're used to it.
Okay,
but
I heard
points.
someone say that like for as far as apps goes for fast food, Taco Bell is the best.
Chick-fil-A does have a good app too.
Oh, really?
Because you can earn different statuses. Like you start out as just a member, then you get to silver status, then red status, and you get more points. And I was red status member for the longest time. And you can get the receipt. Like if you don't use your app, you can use your receipt and enter your order in, and it counts to your points.
Oh.
So when I was in welding school, I'd get like 12 or 15 guys. I'm like, hey y'all, let's go to Chick-fil-A for lunch, and I'd get all their receipts
Genius.
and put in. So I would almost get a free meal out of that one meal every time.
Nice.
That's the way to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you know that Starbucks is considered to be one of the largest banks in the country?
Banks.
Yes, because of the money people put into their Starbucks app. So on the Starbucks app, you can
Starbucks.
only reload the gift card that's on your app by like increments of $10, $15, $20. You can't just put the $6.89 for your drink. So you always have money in your Starbucks app.
Why do you put
And they
money
use
in
it
your
for
app
interest.
versus just using your card?
It's
Because
like a
then you
Venmo.
can
Order
like
online.
pre-order and then just go pick it up.
Oh, gotcha.
Convenience.
But all that
And-
money that's in there, they invest it and it grows interest or somehow.
Yeah, so they get people's money before people have even paid for things. And
Yeah, a lot of people don't even use the money. They put money there and it just sits.
You guys hear that
Ow.
people are pushing to stop gift cards? Because think about it, people buy gift cards
Oh, yeah.
every year and they never use it. So then those corporations, have millions
Yeah.
of dollars. When you're talking about a global scale,
It's
Yeah.
it's up
it's
to
millions of dollars.
30% of gift cards never get used, and
Right.
that money they already get, and they are using that to build more interest so they make bank.
Yeah.
right, or you'll use a gift card and you won't use 50 cents on it.
Mm-hmm.
But
Right.
you're not going to haul that card around with you for 50 cents.
Unless you're me.
I know, same.
Please, I know I can get it.
Yeah, where'd I go the other day and I had a gift card and I tried to use it and there's nothing on it. I was like, well, I mean, I still had it in my wallet, so I'm gonna try.
See, I've done that, and I still end up keeping it. I still try to use it again.
Yeah. Like, maybe this time. I actually found a
Just in
Chick-fil-A
case.
card in the Safeway parking lot.
Wow.
So I just grabbed it, chucked it in the van. I was like, well,
Nice.
it was like a $25 gift card, so I'm sure there's nothing on it. And it looked very well worn.
Oh.
But, hey, I'm gonna try it next time we go.
I used to always keep a dud card like that to be able to pick door locks, because you can use a card. But quit.
Sounds
Because he did
familiar.
that often.
Yeah, let's go.
Did you?
I remember one time.
I do that. Well, I know how to break into.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
trying to get into
Windows
someone's
and
house
doors.
that shall forever remain nameless. And I was just like, oh, no problem. Whips out his credit card and starts shimmying around. I was like,
Wait,
oh, wow.
Who was this?
It was your mom.
Oh.
Oh. So not Renee.
So-
I can enter that house like 10
That
different
didn't last
ways.
very long.
Yeah, I broke into my old church multiple times because nobody would come unlock the door.
Breaking into churches.
Nobody would come unlock the door on the
Uh-huh.
back, and like that's where we would park sometimes. So I'd use my knife and I just.
There you go. That's so funny.
We locked ourselves out of our camper once, and the
No
only
way.
keys were with his dad an hour away. And were we
And
back
I
from
don't
a
even
trip
know
or
how.
something?
Yeah, we came from out of town. I don't even know how it happened though.
Uh-huh.
Like
Yeah. I don't know
So what
if
do you
you
guys
can't
do?
unscrew the windows
we
or
met
anything on it.
his dad halfway
Oh, okay.
and got the keys, and
Yeah.
yeah. So after that we,
We hide keys outside.
yeah, we hid keys.
Yeah, that's smart.
They're not in our fire pit if anybody's listening.
But we
Good
have
thing
the,
they don't live in Washington.
Yeah, they
You
But
have
they
one.
wouldn't know how to get to your trailer anyway because it's hidden.
yeah.
What trailer?
I mean, your hobbit hole.
What hobbit hole? We don't live anywhere.
No.
We.
You're
They're
nomads.
elves.
Oh, elves, right,
We
right,
just,
right.
we're Sylvan elves. Don't even get me started on all the clans of elves anyway.
Yeah.
Do
We-
get me started,
for-
that's what I'm saying.
You're like, well, thank you for asking.
Yes, actually.
For winter solstice, we slept outside on our property.
Oh, yeah.
It was really fun.
Made a big fire, had both the dogs. We stayed outside for like 30 hours straight. So
That's
we were-
awesome. That
Wow.
sounds like so much fun.
It was. It
Yeah.
was cold.
Yeah.
I ate like 8 hot dogs, a bunch of s'mores.
Oh, nice.
There's only so much food you can make over campfire that you don't really prep for.
Totally.
So hot dogs and s'mores is kind of it.
Yeah. It's not like you're going to roast a pig over in the fire. or
Right.
something.
Or
That would be cool. All we had was our dogs. And they'd be pretty gamey.
Well,
so,
there's you've lived a short life.
Don't find a coyote.
yeah, pretty gamey. So.
Yeah. It's so funny. We've thought about that with poor Sparta. When she
Yeah,
was in her
oh,
very
right.
fat stage. I was
Oh.
like, well, the world goes kaput. We've got our dog.
You have a
Get
random
free
question.
meals.
What's your random question?
Oh, if you guys were stuck in like on an island together and you had no food and one of you guys died, would you eat the other?
Oh God.
I'm getting really personal really fast.
It's getting a little late, so you know the weird questions are coming out.
Oh.
I don't think I can answer that.
I don't
We'll
think
cut it out.
I don't think I could.
No.
I said the same thing. Are you going to answer that for yourself?
I mean, you're starving. Like, I would right now. I'd say no, but I know that probably the human instinct would kick in.
I wouldn't want to continue living. I'd probably sharpen one of your ribs to use on myself.
Sorry, honey.
I mean, I'm just getting back the rib that you
Sorry, I'm
stole
taking
from
this
me.
back.
When the woman was created, I'm just getting my rib
You're
back.
just like.
I'd probably do something dumb like go swimming and try and catch a fish or something and just drown and die.
Or get eaten by a fish. You go to catch one, but they catch you.
Probably. Yeah.
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 That's gross.
Well, that's a no.
It's gonna be a no for me, dog.
Yeah. Well, Ezra assured me that he would eat me if he was hungry enough.
Hmm.
So I was like, well, thanks. I mean, at least
if
he's
it got
honest.
down to it. I mean, by that time, you would probably already be like, you'd be like spoiled.
Probably.
Spoiled?
Yes.
Oh, man.
That is pretty lean. There's not much to eat.
I
It's just
know.
all muscle.
I
And,
know. Get a few
Yeah.
strips of jerky out.
uh,
Oh, man. But anyways, are there any cannibals in Tolkien's work?
I think. I mean, orcs.
Orcs?
Yeah.
Each other?
Yeah.
Mm. How are they made?
Whoa.
Because I think of the what was it, the Twin Towers? You know,
Yeah.
that's the craziest
Twin
scene.
Towers, yeah. Twin Towers was
Oh,
9/11.
yeah.
Moment of silence.
Wait.
Okay, wow, you laugh. That's terrible, Emily.
I'm sorry.
Wait, did I say the Twin Towers? That is so funny.
I couldn't help but laugh.
So yeah, when Osama bin Laden created the Orcs.
You're really sharp, because I didn't even catch that. You immediately are like, Twin Towers. Moment of silence.
Oh, that is hilarious.
That's really funny.
The Twin Towers.
Yeah, it was Osama bin Laden. That is one that Tolkien never nailed down for sure. It started originally as elves that were corrupted. And then he sort of went towards men. And, like, people fight about this a lot. That's a really big topic, whether they're from orcs or men or something else. Or he started as that, but, like, Tolkien had this whole deal, like, over and over in the whole book. Everybody that was bad had at least, like, 3 chances to repent. Over and over and over. And, like, the only one character actually repents, like, the entire thing. And that was Owlay, the guy that created the dwarves. And this one other guy, I'll say, he sort of repented, but kind of backslid a little bit. But anyway, other than that, like, repentance is a huge thing in Tolkien's work. But all the bad people usually did not. So the orcs, that was something that he really wrestled with. Like, he wrote himself in his corner, and he was like, are they so depraved that they cannot repent? And that was something he really struggled with. So that's why he never nailed down anything, because he was like, that's a big deal. So my take on it, this is called headcanon. It's like canon is what is there. But headcanon is like what your take on it is, what you believe. My headcanon is it's both. He may have started making out of elves that he corrupted, and then started making some out of men. He could have made some out of dwarves and corrupted them, although the dwarves are really, really, really hard to corrupt, so that's probably not true. But that, and they all could have mixed. The elf, orc, man combinations could have all mixed. That's my take on it. But I don't think they're redeemable after they get to that point of corruption. And that's something that he really did struggle with. Yeah. So they're not made in, they're like not little mud babies that are made in sacks like in the movie. And the Twin Towers. But
Twin Towers.
But
Moment of silence.
Let me like close your lips.
So I've got a question for y'all. Do y'all think 9/11 was planned by the government?
Oh boy. I'm going to be completely transparent. I don't know enough to really speak on the topic. But at this point, I wouldn't be surprised.
Okay.
Yeah, what do you think? Or, Ezra, what do you think?
Like, planned by the government?
Yeah, our government.
Our government.
Yeah. Do you think the U.S. government had anything to do with 9/11?
I mean, you can be a part of it by maybe overlooking something, maybe that type of thing. Not necessarily like we're gonna do this attack on ourselves, but just overlooking something.
That's what I think.
Yeah, so I think maybe in that respect, yes, just overlooking something.
Okay.
But not necessarily like we're gonna do this. Hey, send this ship over. Planning it. They're just like, we don't know what's going on.
Yeah,
maybe.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, what's your basis for
There's just
that?
there's a lot of things, and like the buildings melting and all that. And, like they found melted steel and all that. But steel melts at like 2,700 degrees. Jet fuel does not burn near that hot, so there's no way that anything that was there that was burning would get hot enough to light steel beams to melt them for the buildings to fall the way they did. There had to be something there in place in order for all that to happen.
Oh, like a combustible inside
Something.
the building.
Yeah, there had to be something, and there's just like a whole lot of other stuff. There's a whole lot of conspiracies out there. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
There's
it's
actually
planned.
an interesting conspiracy. So, you know the fires that happened in Hawaii? Like, was it last summer?
Back in October, yeah.
Yeah, so, there's people thinking that, like, that was also the government.
I would not doubt it.
So, my dad knows a guy who used to work in Everett. He did a lot of machining for, like, metals and, he was in the metal industry, so he's very aware of, like, what degree a fire or heat needs to get up to so that metal will melt, And I guess he lives in Hawaii because he sold his business, moved to Hawaii, and he went and like saw some of the fires, and he said that there was like cars with metal rims that were melted, but a forest fire, couldn't heat it up enough to melt it. So he's also thinking that there's something going on further than just a wildfire.
I would not doubt it.
So.
Especially with those, there's a lot of fishy stuff. Like, they weren't letting people leave the area in time. So then by the time they were starting to evacuate people, it was too late. So then people were dying and weird stuff like that. Yeah, they shut down, like, the main road going out of the area. Weren't letting people out. It was weird.
Oh.
At least that's what I heard. maybe my news sources are biased, but I believed what I heard.
I don't listen to any of the news anymore. It's too depressing. So,
Yeah.
I feel like humans, we're not created to know all there is to know, and that's happening in the world. That's why you have so many people that sit around and watch the news and are depressed, because we weren't really created to take on all the worries of the world.
That's true.
Yeah, that's very wise.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
You're so wise.
Thank you. I just had 30 seconds to say something.
You're like, before we get back to Lord of the Rings,
Yes.
let me just say. No, I think that's so true. And that's why, the Bible talks a lot about, working on your own character and then building up your family and the body. Yeah, and not taking on the worries of the world.
Yeah.
Yep, but sometimes everyone else's problems are more fun to think about, so. But, yeah, it is interesting. I don't know what our government's up to, but I feel like COVID definitely, for everyone who had doubts about...
Wait, did you just get us red flag of us saying COVID on the podcast?
Okay, I'll bleep that out.
Cut,
The things we've experienced in the last couple years, yeah, it's just really opened up my eyes to things like that. Because, yeah, I would have never believed that the Twin Towers was a conspiracy.
The two towers was a
The two
conspiracy.
towers.
I was gonna say.
But now I think I'm very open to the idea. Yeah.
That was the chair.
That was the chair, everybody!
That was the chairman.
We did have enchiladas for dinner. The chairman.
It was delicious Mexican
chairman.
food.
Yes, Mexican food with the Chavezes.
Yes. Bam.
But, well, we'll end it there. And, yeah. Any last words?
Trump 2024.
All right, let's go.
Tolkien
It is
2024.
Yeah, exactly.
And who are you voting for? Uriel.
Taylor
Oliver
Swift.
Anthony.
Taylor
Oliver
Swift.
Anthony. Taylor Swift.
That's what you would say.
You a Swiftie?
I mean, kind of, yeah.
I think Oliver Anthony should run.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of that man.
Yeah.
I should tell you guys about my dream I had last night.
Yeah, you should.
So I had this dream that I was like,
Not a Martin Luther King
no, I have a dream. Yeah.
Sorry,
What is my own dream? No, so I had a dream that I was fighting someone. We were shooting at each other.
Okay.
And you know how dreams just go from one thing to the
Oh,
other?
yeah.
Next thing you know, it's like a women's tea at the church. And the ladies are freaking out over Taylor Swift's new book called Pink Swift. And Taylor Swift was giving her own opinion on how a wife should be, according to the Bible. And, all their take was that, it was, super, heretical and false. And I was like, what in the world are you guys reading? And all of a sudden, we went back to fighting.
Random.
It was the most random
That is
dream.
really random.
It was so random.
That's really funny.
But Pink Swift, it was like a pink book. I was like, what?
Pink Swift. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a deep dive into Taylor Swift's lyrics and we're going to write a devotional. We're going to call
Actually,
it
I
Pink
think
Swift.
that is a thing.
Oh, I
That
bet
legit
it
is a thing.
There's some
yeah.
crazy Taylor Swift fans that
Yeah,
dedicate
man.
their life to it, like Bendis or Tolkien.
But there's sustenance to Tolkien.
Yeah. A lot less for poor Taylor.
Yeah.
I was
Oh,
in the
shit.
car, in the back of the car, and driving
the
my car
car.
down the street in the car. And then I ended up at the bar, and
And I hit a curb.
I hit a curb. Now my heart is scarred. And what else rhymes with
That's-
car? Anyway,
Grammy.
my lips are full of lard, and actually I don't know.
The yard.
Her lips look pretty normal. Yeah, she's out in the yard. All right, well.
Oh look, there's the bowman named Bard. He killed the dragon.
Wow, that's pretty good.
And the
Always bringing it
dragon's
back. I was thinking about
Always.
it.
I really don't think about the stuff that happened in The Hobbit too much. Not a lot.
Yeah.
I do.
What do you think about The Hobbit, the book, not the movie?
Yeah, I don't think about the book of
Movies.
The Hobbit that much. I think about The Lord of the Rings, and I think about The Silmarillion. That's the main.
Okay. So The Hobbit's a really good book.
It is. and like I just went through it again, and it is so
It's
rich
just-
for
yeah.
being a quote children's story, but it's not. It's freaking awesome.
But it just doesn't hit home as much for you.
It does.
Oh.
It's just I still go back to it stuff.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I'm glad we agree about the movies. Yeah, I was fired up when they came out. In a bad way.
Which
Yeah. I watched the first one, and I think I was so. I don't know if I was angry, but I was pretty upset.
The beginning of it was pretty good. It kind of straight.
Did I watch the second one? Anyway, maybe it was after the second one. I was like, I'm not watching.
Yeah, after the second
rest
one,
of
it's
this.
real. Once they got into Mirkwood, that's when it went real down.
Yeah.
But Riddles in the Dark, they nailed that. That whole scene is so cinematically amazing.
Is it?
And they got it reasonably close to the book. There's some things that changed, but overall, they had it.
Do you remember any of the riddles?
Oh, yeah.
All right, let's hear one.
Oh, of course.
Oh.
What has roots as nobody sees is taller than trees. Or should I say it like Gollum?
Yeah.
What has roots as nobody sees is taller than trees. Those handles never grows.
That was good. Wow, I'm amazed.
All things and devours, birds, beasts, trees, flowers, nose eye, buds still grinds hard stones to me.
Sorry, I was so
Just
caught up
time.
in the voice.
Yeah.
So I wasn't really
Time.
listening.
Man, you're good at
Time.
that.
That's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, what else? There's two riddles that were in the book that were so good they didn't put in the movies. They should have, but I can't say them because they're really tricky. I can't.
Oh,
I
yeah.
can't even. Like the one of them is like the daisy and the sun. That riddle, like
I don't remember.
a yellow eye and a green face says to a yellow eye and a blue face, "I'm like you, but in a high place, not in a low place." That one's. I didn't get that exactly right. But it's tricky. And the other
Yeah.
one is the four legs got some. That one is really tricky to say. I can't remember, but they're
Okay.
really good.
Yeah.
Tolkien was a genius.
Yep. I remember when we were dating, we were driving home from something. We were trying to make up riddles. And you came up with some good ones. I wish we had
Was
written
it
them
dark?
down. It was dark.
Nice. It was in the dark.
Yep. Yay! Rules in the dark. Yep. And I just remember being like, wow, like I can't believe that Tolkien came up with these cool riddles. And I can't even think of a simple one about
I can't even.
the road that we're
Roses
driving
are
on.
red, violets are blue.
I'm sitting in this car with you.
It's just a
Back to
rhyme.
Taylor Swift.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
just a
That's
rock.
it.
It's not a riddle. Oh, man. Well, where can people follow you? Hear all about
My
your...
personal
You should
Benji
start
Mathis 99 on Instagram. Business account Mathis _contracting. Right? That's
Yeah.
it, isn't it?
This is his, what do you call that when you're like, someone's starting something?
Oh, yeah, this is
Like
your... his
not
launch.
his launch. This is your launch for
Nice.
Shari Diary.
Yeah,
Sure,
sure.
Or whatever.
Yeah, this will be your first episode.
Sounds like what
More
might
to
happen
come.
after eating all that food tonight.
That's true.
Good thing it wasn't
You'll be like that
Taco Bell.
Florida man chucking your toilet out the window.
Yeah. Sorry, our basketball limits, bro.
Yeah.
They only have one toilet. We should probably leave it here.
Yeah, exactly.
Um,
Yeah, we don't have a backup.
yeah. But let's do a good customer's house. I should go out there.
Yeah, exactly. Oh no.
But yeah. What else?
Right after you say your business name.
Oh yeah.
Look up my business name.
We'll just bleep that part out. Oh, it's funny.
It was Cornerstone Homes.
Oh, yeah.
Burn.
Cow.
That's where you can find me at.
Yes. And Uriel is, are you Yoji Poji?
I don't think I'm Yoji Poji
Oh,
anywhere.
you're on my phone, but
Oh, really?
I thought it was Yodi Pody Poo.
You know what's
Enjoy the
interesting is
food.
nobody where I live now calls me yo or anything like that.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah, so it's always endearing when I call somebody back home and it's like, hey yo, what's going on? I'm like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's a sweet
Yeah.
nickname.
Mm-hmm.
I think the person that does the most is Justice.
Yeah.
Like more than Biles, even though she's not here or there.
She's only a couple hours from us.
Yeah,
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
a couple isn't enough, 5, but yeah.
Yeah. Well, a lot closer than you guys.
Yeah.
Right. Which calls you yo.
Yeah, she does.
Mhm.
Hey Emma, hope you're listening.
Love you.
You probably tuned out by now.
Yeah.
If
There's
you
still
have,
one person listening.
if you've listened to the entire thing at this point, we'll get you a really nice wedding gift. Congrats, Emma, on getting engaged.
Congrats.
Yay.
Woo!
We love you. You have no idea who I am, but
I'm sure she does.
maybe you do.
Yeah, sure does.
Well, I'm glad you're listening, and I hope you made it this far. Where do you think we lost her? Fast food? Or
Probably
she
right after our love story.
right after that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
Wow.
She was
Right.
like, I said Tolkien, she's like,
She's like, and I'm out.
gave that aux cord a big old yoink.
Yeah. Turned on some Taylor Swift. She's like, oh yeah, now we're cruising. Yeah. All right, how about you? Where can people find you?
Next to Ben.
Next to bed.
Yay.
Oh, that's so sweet.
True love story.
Awesome around.
Yeah,
When
that's
could be
right.
cooking, doing dishes.
That's true. I do make him cook sometimes.
Good. He probably deserves
He
it.
always does the dishes.
Good man.
Yeah,
It's the laundry you gotta work on.
that's true.
I do a fair amount. But
Oh, do you?
I do. She does
That's
majority of laundry. I do majority of dishes.
Least favorite.
We cook pretty 50-50.
Yeah.
Although, the other day, I make breakfast, lunch, and dinner like 3 days in a row and did all the cleaning up after all of it for the family.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good
It's very
man.
sweet of him.
Yeah, that is very sweet.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I
Crushing
gotta be
it.
sweet when somebody's been salty.
Yeah.
We balance
Gotta
each other
balance it
out.
out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
That's your yin and yang.
Yeah.
Sweet and salty.
Or yin and yo.
Yin and
Hey.
yang. Your bin and yo.
Ben
Bin
and you.
and
Yin.
yo. Bin. Alright, well, we digress. So we should probably go.
Oh, it's like the Prancing Pony podcast. We said we
Oh.
digress. That's
We
the big
digress.
thing.
Is that their thing? They
They
digress.
say they digress at least every episode. They're
Every
like,
episode.
they go off on a tangent. Like, we digress.
We digress.
We
Well,
need to edit that into all our videos. Just something.
Go
We
back.
digress.
We digress.
Copy that.
oh man.
But we did it without you even knowing about it. So that's
We
what's
did.
impressive.
Yeah.
Yep, that is
Again,
impressive.
and that just brought us right back to Tolkien.
Brought us right back. That's true. Branson Pony, which is the don't tell me the bar. That
It is not the bar.
it's not.
And
It's
they
the
have
pub.
alcohol there. It is the house.
The house.
Yes.
Wow.
And
Love.
think of the cheese. Think of Pastor Carey's third daughter.
Brie.
Yeah.
I was gonna say blue. I'm like
Yeah.
blue cheese. Brie. Yes. Mhm. Yeah.
I gave you two pretty good. That was two
Yeah,
solid
that-
hits right there.
very
It's like
solid. Yeah, that-
cheese,
that
Pastor
is-
Carey's third daughter.
That's where I nailed it. The horse out of The Horseman's Boy.
Yeah, he did not get through that book.
What book?
Ben.
See, he doesn't even know what I'm talking
The
about.
Horse and His Boy.
Oh, this
You're
is
not a
Narnia.
Yeah.
Narnia
That's the
guy?
one that we were like halfway through.
Yeah.
But I was driving and fell asleep.
Gotcha. It's okay. I had Ezra listen to The Silver Chair while he was driving, and at the end, he was like, "Man, that's a really good story about Prince Caspian." And I was like, "Well,
Not a book
their
guy.
names do rhyme, so there's that."
I really like The Magician's Nephew. That's the first one, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
But the rest of them, I have not been able. I've tried them
Really?
all multiple times, and I just can't. I can't grasp them. But I really do enjoy The Magician's Nephew.
Yeah.
It does remind me a lot of Hobbit.
Yes, I can see that. It's a lot of worlds and magic in The Magician's Nephew going on. But now those I do believe are children's books.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So maybe they're just too below what you're interested in.
I'm in doctorate level.
Yeah.
I'm ready to write my
Those are
dissertation.
elementary.
You're
We're over here reading Bob books, apparently.
Apparently.
I'm
Still
reading
reading-
Pooh Bear with Max.
Yeah, we're reading Pooh Bear with Max.
He's always like, Pooh! Turn the page, it's just Tigger. No Pooh!
Just
Pooh!
Pooh's back.
Yes.
Pooh's gone again.
Yes.
Man, you're pretty good at voices.
Thank you. That's my Winnie the Pooh
That's
impression.
Winnie the Pooh. That's good.
Is it weird that he only wears a shirt and no pants?
Yes, I think about that every time I read the book. Yeah. Doesn't Rue also only wear a shirt, no pants?
What if Beorn in The Hobbit talked like that? It was this massive bear when he turned bear form and only wore a shirt and no pants.
We turn into Pooh Bear. Do you know who we're talking about?
I'm trying
Beorn
to remember.
In The Hobbit, the
Trying to
dude
remember.
that turned into the bear,
Turn into the bear.
crazy big dude that's scary. Beorn?
He has all the animals, the giant
Yeah.
bumblebees and stuff. They.
And he does live off of just hunting. And he's a bear.
I'm
Oh, is this the first
so sorry. I don't
No, the
remember this at
second one.
all.
Wow. But it's in the book. And
Yeah.
It's in the
movies.
book. I'm trying to think of the book because I didn't really watch the movies well
It's
enough.
a big part of the book. But anyway,
Yeah, well,
Well, let this be your inspiration to go.
you need to read The Hobbit
books.
again.
I guess so.
Yeah.
You should try listening to the Prancing Pony podcast and go chapter by chapter with the podcast and the book.
So they read a chapter and then they talk about it.
The podcast is literally like a Bible study. They start at the very beginning of the Silmarillion, and they go chapter by chapter, discuss the entire thing,
Word by
depth,
word.
themes.
Wow.
They go through all of it, and they're almost done with Return of the King now. It's been going on for 8 years.
Wow, that's
Um,
insane.
Yeah, and they go.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's literally just a Tolkien Bible study.
Wow.
Yeah, they went Silmarillion, then The Hobbit, and through Lord of the Rings.
Are they Christians too?
So there's two hosts. The main guy, Alan, he says multiple times he's a Christian, and he quotes the Bible a lot and brings it into it when it's applicable. He doesn't like push it because the podcast is for anybody. It's
Right.
very open. The other guy, Sean, he's secular. He doesn't specify. He's atheist, agnostic, or whatever. He's pretty liberal.
What about the
But
Chad?
they're both beliefs. Chad is, I think, mixed, but he's only on there like very rarely.
Just
Gotcha.
a guess.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but the liberal, or secular dude, I love him. I love him to death. But he left the podcast like last year.
Got kicked out.
Yeah,
They're
he
hiring.
He comes. They have like a bunch of rotating guests right now. I think he'll be back on like
Okay.
for random episodes, but he just couldn't commit to the time.
Gotcha. Kind of like you guys with this podcast.
Yeah.
You'll
We'll
be back
but
for
we
random
can't commit
episodes,
to-
but can't. Yeah.
Anyway,
Yep.
shout out to the Prancing Pony podcast.
Shout out. We know you guys are listening. We know you're proud of your prodigy, Ben Mathis. Wouldn't that be so cool if someday you're on the Prancing Pony podcast?
I mean, I can. I just have to pay. But
We should
if
do
you
his
join their
autograph.
Patreon, they do a thing every 3 months. They call it Questions After Nightfall, and you can go ask any Tolkien related question on the podcast live. You have to be in their Patreon, like each level, so you have to be like pretty high up in their Patreon to get that.
Mm-hmm.
But they call it Questions After Nightfall because in Bree, which is where the Prancing Pony is,
Right.
Harry Goatleaf, that's his name, the dude that opens the gate, and he's like, "What do you want?"
Oh yeah.
Whenever that guy,
Uh-huh.
and he says, "It's my business to ask questions after nightfall," so that's why it's Questions After Nightfall.
Okay. Nice.
It was a nice touch that
Yeah.
they did.
That's a very nice touch. Mm-hmm. But we digress. I'm just kidding.
Hey!
All right. Well, what does your grandma always say? We should pray before we go.
Oh. We already did.
Yeah. All right.
My
Well.
grandma. One other thing I can say about my sweet grandma. I don't know if
Yeah.
you can cut this and somehow put it somewhere in, but all the time, she's like, "UDG." You know what that means? You done good. She says it all the time. Bless her heart.
Yeah.
UDG.
She's like UDG. She says it all the time.
Yeah.
UDG.
UDG.
Yeah.
That's sweet.
Bless her.
Yeah.
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 But the thing is like, she and I say it all the time. And Joey was like, "Well, I've never heard her say that." I was like, "Because you've never DG." That's why you never heard her say it.
Got
She
him.
says it every time we see her. Every
Yeah.
single time.
Yeah.
At least like 3 or 4 times because their memory starts to go. But Joey's never heard it because
Oh,
he's never
no.
DG.
That is so funny.
That is funny.
So,
The
Poor
truth
Joey.
comes out.
Roasted. Well, he needs to start being DG.
yeah, he should.
He needs to start. Wait.
He needs to DG.
He needs to
He needs to
DG.
He needs to done good.
He needs to UDG.
Exactly. Oh, well, thanks guys for coming on the podcast.
Thanks for
and
having
Thank
us.
Thanks
you.
for coming back to Washington to visit.
How many times do you think we can get her to stop pausing this thing? Because she's almost done it a bunch.
Hmm I know. I've almost like wrapped it up like 4 times now.
You need wrap it up music.
Oh, we forgot to press play.
I know. Yeah.
Oh.
That'd be
Can you
the
imagine?
worst. I do. I need to be like, all right, here's our outro song, and we're done.
What would your outro song be?
Well, if you listen to my podcast, you would know that I actually do have a song.
Is it an outro song?
We should do a Lord of the Rings outro.
Okay, what song are we gonna sing?
I have no idea. I don't know any of
Dun
them.
dun 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 da 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 dun. Da dun 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 dun. What's the famous one?
Da, 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 da. See, if I have a podcast, I'll have to get like the rights to the Lord of the Rings music, but I'll have to have a country band cover it. So it's like steel guitar and fiddle
That'd
doing
be
it.
cool.
Because that's me.
That'd be awesome. All right, you beatbox, and then we'll sing it. Dun dun dun. dun. Come on.
Sorry.
Dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun. Our beatboxers a flaw.
I caved under pressure.
All right, see ya.
Bye.